we're in Wulai, and as you can see, the watercolor here is amazing. We are actually going to trace this river. We're going to go river tracing. I think so.
I don't know. We're going to trace a river.
A river. And we're going to go to a natural slide, a natural water slide somewhere up in the hills here. It says it's going to take about an hour to hike, and we're going to see if we can find it.
So in its infinite wisdom, Lonely Planet doesn't give you instructions on how to find this trail. Like, they're not like, oh, go to the red bridge, go 100 meters, take a left. Nothing that would make sense. They say, follow a tour group. But there are no tour groups up here. So are we in the wrong place, or are there just not tours right now? We don't know. Fucking Lonely Planet. But we're walking down a trail, which is nice. And it's shaded, which is nice because it's hot. And we're climbing down this stuff, which is nice. And Katie is going out over there because there's a waterfall, which looks like it might be nice. And we're gonna check it out. So we were hoping we'd be able to get down to the water at this waterfall, but we can't.
You gotta fall.
Well, I mean, we can, but I don't know if I want to. There's quite a few people out. It's Sunday, but you know, it is what it is. No problem. That girl has a swing though. I'm pretty jealous of her swing. So we found a organized tour group. Apparently they do exist, but I'm still not sure we're in the right place, because maybe there's organized tour groups in other places. So these people are wearing a bunch of safety gear, and then at the blow of a whistle, they jump off into this little river thing here, which is completely something you could do without a helmet and a life vest. But hey, what do I know? Go, dude. We're down at the river now, and we're gonna start walking up the river, and I think the water slide is up there. These sandals, these Tevas, are extraordinarily hideous, but for things like this, where you're gonna be hiking up a river, they are absolutely perfect. For the sake of waterproofingness, we have downgraded to the waterproof camera once again. While I have those spiffy yet ugly shoes, Katie is managing to do this rather long trek barefoot.
Where's the slide? I'm going faster than the people in the life preservers in the water. All right, so I'm looking at everywhere that my feet are going, and I found this little guy. It's not a snake. It's some sort of weird worm type thing. Doesn't look scary. The front of it looks like a mushroom, but he's quite long.
What's that?
I don't know. Disgusting. Fascinating. Yeah, and he's just making his way through the woods. This is where he lives. And I'll try my best not to screw up his day.
I'd like to point out that this little camera that we've got that I keep calling waterproof, it was waterproof in 2009. But apparently they have like a rubber seal inside of them that stops functioning after about a year. And it's kind of not waterproof anymore. So when I call it a waterproof camera, what I really mean is the camera that I'm not going to be upset with if it falls in the water and breaks.
Okay, so Eric's got some really expensive stuff in that bag, and the water goes about shoulder high on me. So we're gonna see how low can you go. How low can you go? Those nipples are gonna have to get wet soon.
The nipples are not getting wet. The nipples are staying dry.
This rock formation was difficult for me.
Yeah, it's like, you can't see into the water very well.
We made it! Oh my goodness! And a guy just came up and handed us this rope. So we somehow got to go around this boulder like Eric's doing. He makes it look really easy. I hope it is that easy for me.
There really are a lot of people up here. You can see Katie is sitting up there. Maybe you can. She's in a red shirt, not an orange vest. And she's waiting to do her slide down the hill, but I think she's kind of at the back of a line, but it's hard to tell exactly where the lines are. And here Katie goes. She's not getting a lot of slide action there. Unless these people are fishing for like package tourists, then I'm not really sure what they're planning on catching, because I haven't seen anything but a fish about this big inside this water. Coming back downstream for Kyde is a little easier because since she doesn't have to swim against the current, she can just take these pools and take advantage of them and swim and give her feet a rest because her feet are probably pretty banged up by now.
You might be wondering why I'm lying here. I just fell down. My feet kind of just fell out from under me. My hand hit this rock and went like that, and then my chin hit this big rock right here.
Show me your chin. It's a little bit red. I don't know if you can see in the camera.
I think I'm gonna have a big bump there.
Yeah.
It doesn't feel like a cut or anything because it's quite smooth, but it was a blunt hit.
She hit her. It was really disturbing to see. Remember when I said you didn't need a whistle and a hat and a life vest to jump?
Definitely touched the bottom.
She says, I definitely touched the bottom.
All right, well, about an hour and some change has probably passed since we were up at the water slide. And we bogged back. You've probably seen many videos of me doggy paddling my way through this, falling on my face, and just generally walking with no shoes on. Another note is that I don't think that we prepared very well for this. We did not bring any water, and we did not bring any food. I don't know what we were thinking. Sometimes we just go, and we don't really think about that. At this moment, I don't feel bad or dehydrated or weird at all, but I realized the day probably would have been a little bit more better if I'd had those things. But right now I feel really good because I'm wearing shoes.
We're back to the trail. We probably have another 20 minutes of walking.
That's fine.
So we've been out here.
Like I'm in heaven. I'm not even walking anymore. It's just the shoes.
We've been out here for like 4.5 hours.
Yeah.
So you've been trekking through a river with no shoes on for 4.5 hours.
I went down the water side 12 times. I jumped off this waterfall 1 time, and I walked for like 4.5, for like 3.5, 4 hours with no shoes on. I'm gonna sleep really well tonight.
I could use something to eat.
Yeah, probably eat first.
They love their suspension bridges here, but I think this is one we're probably not going to be going across.
So we just met a man named the Universe.
No joke.
That's what he told us his name was.
His English was really, really good.
Yeah.
Like I said, he asked me what my favorite part of, like, what subject I liked was, and I told him history, and he was like, well, what happened in Virginia during the 1900s or something? And I was like, I don't know, and I said segregation. And I was like, do you know what that was? And he was like, yeah, of course. Like, of course he knows what desegregation means. This dude was missing teeth. He looked like he was 1,000 years old.
I asked him what his favorite subject was, and he said it was girl watching, and that's why he came up and talked to me. He was really nice, and he was taking us to a restaurant, but the restaurant turned out to be closed. He did invite us to go to his barbecue, but at this moment, I am really, really tired from doing all that hiking and falling down and stuff. And I'd love to talk to him some more, but he's going up the stairs, and I want to go down the stairs. I'm trying to get one of those. 2 of those. Maybe even 3.
Well, today we're going to be leaving the Crab Hotel in Wulai. And I don't think we showed you this, the view from where the onsens, the hot spring, hot tub things are. So, oh, by the way, this is for hot water and this is for cold water. We only used the hot water one. But anyway, I want to show you the view out the window, which is not amazing, but it's nice. So when you're sitting in the hot tub, you can't really see the town at all. You can just see the mountains. So it's okay, but the window could be washed. It's a little mucky. This hotel is fairly ghetto. Like, you can see a lot of like soap scum and stuff like along there, and like, yeah, it's just kind of gnarly. There's like mold growing on the ceiling a little bit, and it smells slightly dank. It's not nasty in here, but it's not great. Something else that's kind of fun though about these onsens. We realized that this room that these hot tubs are in, this shower room, is almost as big as our apartment in Japan, which is a bit of an exaggeration, but it's still a fun observation. But you have these big knobs, and And when I turn these big knobs, look at that water. I'm gonna turn the other one too. Ooh, that's really, I feel powerful. This is awesome. And today we are going to go and check out a little bit more of Wulai. And then we are gonna go to Taipei.
All right, we've come to Neidong National Forest Recreation Area. And the reason that we came here is because it's really easy to get to from our hotel. I mean, it was literally just a 5-kilometer motorbike ride, and now we can just walk around and look at things. We saw a waterfall on the way here, and if you can listen, you can hear a waterfall, but it's really hard to see it because like even the lookout that we're at is crowded with a lot of trees. And that creates like a catch-22 of like, should we take down the trees to see the waterfall? Should we ruin nature to see nature? I don't think that we should, so it is what it is. We'll see if we can get a better shot.
We kind of can't get a better shot. This is as good as it gets. When we came in, this was the first place we've come that we had to pay to get in, and it was like $2 American or something, so I mean, whatever. And then when we came in, we had to go like through like this other booth, and this dude was like, here is a piece of paper, fill out your birthday, your identification number, and your name, and it's insurance for you. So I'm not sure what kind of shit's going on in this forest, but I've never had to fill out an insurance form to enter a national park before. In this park, there's apparently a dam.
Oh damn.
Oh damn. If there's one thing I've learned about Taiwan, it's don't fuck with the bees. You can't read none of that, but if the bee has a sign, that's a dangerous bee. Watch out for unidentified flying butterflies. So this is a bit of a better waterfall view. They've actually cleared the trees out for. That's pretty. Despite being pretty exhausted today, we have decided to take the difficult route and hike about 2 kilometers up stairs to go to something we don't even know. It's a canopy, we think, but I don't even know what that really means. Trees? What's that mean? So we're gonna climb up to this thing and hopefully it's awesome, and then we're gonna have to climb all the way back down. Hey, Slowbot. This your forest jam?
Yeah. I'm really sweaty. Look at this.
That's nasty, girl.
Slowbot's still going strong. How you doing? You're fucking sitting down. Slowbot! Today we brought food, but I fear that eating the honey sponge is only going to draw the killer bees nearer. Honey sponge.
It's called, where's the package? Let me see. Is it actually called that? It is actually called the honey sponge.
It's a honey sponge.
And we have 1 small bottle of water between the 2 of us.
We're going to be fine.
We're not very smart.
We're not very smart at all.
I get some of that honey sponge, right?
No.
Oh.
It's a half for me, half for the bees. Alright, so we made it to the top. It took us about 49 minutes. The sign said that it would take us about an hour, so Slowbot's going a little bit slower than other Slowbots out there. We're up pretty high. The trail was pretty much vertical, with stairs the entire way, which was pretty difficult. But we did good. We've gotten to the top now, and it's a bit disappointing. There's not a whole lot going on up here, so I'm wondering why we climbed all the way up here. Like, our book said, oh, it's totally worth it, give it a try. And then all the signs were like calling this a green bath, and it's like, it looks the same as it did down at the bottom of the trail. Like, I was in the green bath at the bottom of the trail. What's our altitude?
It says 600, 600 meters.
600 meters. Shit. That's nothing. So, we had these nice people that you may have seen in the video a moment ago gave us some crackers and we ate them. And we had our honey sponge. That was gone. Honey sponge was gone. And now we're gonna relax for a second and then head back down to the green bath because it's everywhere. We're in our last few minutes here at Wulai.
Whoa.
Kind of a mixed
At
bag.
Wulai or in Wulai?
We're not having this right now.
Okay, go ahead.
The town's kind of been like a mixed bag. The accommodation has been weird, but kind of fun. The things to do here, definitely going up that river trek to the water slide was amazing. Even though today I'm in utter pain, maybe not too much, but some, it was totally worth it. Like, the water slide was great. The adventure getting up there and back was also great. My chin, still hurting. But very, very good. The trek that we went on today, kind of a bummer. Wish we'd gotten on the road and headed up to Taipei instead. But sometimes you get a dud. That's just how it is. And if you hadn't gone, you wouldn't have known it was a dud. And if you hadn't gone, it probably would have been amazing. We are heading out of town now, going to Taipei. We actually got an email from a guy named George about a week ago. He lives in Taipei, and he says that he watches our videos, which is weird because I didn't know people were really watching these. But he says he watches them nonetheless. And he's offered us somewhere to stay tonight, and tomorrow night probably too, which is awesome. We're pretty excited to go and just have a chat with somebody and learn more about Taipei and Taiwan and what he thinks about living here and whatnot. So we're on our way there. We'll be there soon, George. I think we might have found some impressive fucking cars.
I just passed Lamborghini.
Eric's really fast. There's a marathon with bikers, and they haven't closed off the street at all. During our time in Taiwan, we probably made about 6 left-hand turns. Making left-hand turns here is strange. It's a bit difficult. We haven't done much of it, but we've watched a good bit of it. From our side, if we wanted to make a left-hand turn, this is what we'd have to do.
Wait for this to be green.
We have to wait for our light to turn green. Then there's a box on the road over here. You drive over to the box and you join the traffic over there that's going to be going straight. When their light turns green, then you can cross.
So there's a box in front of us. The people from this side, it might fill up with motorbikes coming. But we gotta go.
Yep. That wasn't scary.
Huh?
I said that wasn't scary. This is where George lives.
Guys, we've had a traumatic accident. No, I'm just kidding. Somebody else did. Man, that's a bummer right there.
I wasn't able to videotape much of us coming into the building because if I think I got his name right, Mr. D. Mr. Lee? I heard Mr. D. We're real confused. He's a real nice guy. He's like the front desk man for the building at George's massive building. Smells good in here. Mr. D. Lee, he helped us upstairs, showed us where to put the card with all the sensors and showed us how to get into the room, and we are now here. And it's really, really kind of strange to go to someone's house. We've never met George before, and we're just hanging out in his house. I hope George is okay with us showing everybody his stuff. Okay, well, maybe gonna find a shower in here somewhere. All right, so we just read the letter from George and we put down our stuff and we are blown away. Absolutely blown away. I don't even know how to say thank you. This is just so comfortable and so nice.
Look at this letter. Look at all these words.
And lots of words.
Look at that.
Really awesome. I just wanted to make a video just to show like where we're staying. And if this isn't cool with George, then you will never see this. Okay, so this is George's apartment. You got like a living room. He's got a projector and probably the world's biggest vat. I'm really excited about that. I don't know what we would show. Yeah, we saw a Wii. Is that a Wii?
No, that's not a Wii.
What's that?
That's a Wii imposter.
It's a Wii imposter. What's that? Got some nice artwork. Ooh, are you the artwork? Okay. Eating area. We've been told we can drink these booze. George, when you come home and we're just throwing up, that's your fault. We haven't been in the kitchen, but the kitchen looks great. Oh my goodness. Yeah.
It's a store.
I'm gonna eat some of this stuff. What's this? Ooh, yeah, 3-in-1 coffee. I read about that. I read about the 3-in-1 coffee. So that's a kitchen. I haven't done much in there, obviously, so we won't do much in there. So he told us down the hallway, we have an exclusive bathroom all to ourselves, which is kind of nice. Bangin'! Oh my gosh. I'm gonna shower so hard. And then this is our room. A nice comfy bed, 2 towels. And I've looked everywhere. I have no idea where the washer and dryer is. So it's gonna be kind of a hide and go seek type situation.
I found it. It's in the kitchen.
Oh.
Check this out. And the man downstairs, Mr. Dealey, he had this.
Mr. Dealey.
He knew who to expect.
Night driving in Taipei is quite fun.
We have scooted back over to Taipei 101. This is our 3rd visit, but only because like we are ridiculously tired. Like it has just hit us like bricks. And this is we know there's food here. So we came here and we don't want to eat at 7-Eleven. So here we are for the 3rd time.
How do you get in?
And
Auto pay.
what'd you say?
How do you get in?
I don't know. And we are in the cute little motorcycle parking area. And we're pretty sure it's not free, which is a little bit of a bummer, but maybe if we have a receipt or something, then it becomes free. We're gonna see what happens. All right, so it's our last full day in Taipei. And so we got up kind of late today and got out of George's place about 10:30, maybe 11 o'clock or something. And we have found some breakfast. We just scooted down to a random road and stopped, and there's a bunch of breakfast foodish places. And this is one of the things we got. So it's kind of similar to, looks like some of the things we've had in Taipei before. It's bread. Oh wow.
Some sort of like croissant-y type bread that's really thin, and then regular white bread, no crust, egg, bacon, lettuce in the middle.
Looks interesting. Have you had any yet?
Nope. Smells like popcorn.
Can I have a bite?
It's good.
It's really good, yeah. That's awesome.
Only thing that would make it better is a little mayo.
And just some milk tea. And some, what are these, nectarines or something? But they're kind of...
No, they're white peaches.
They're white peaches, but they're hard, like they aren't, I don't know, I kind of want them soft. How do they taste? You ate one.
The flavor was good.
Yeah.
You just have to think you're eating an apple for a texture.
And then we saw this place over here, and there was a pretty big line, and they are serving, dishes of noodles. Like it's a cold noodle with like a salad and like a sauce of some sort on the side. And I'm not sure what it is, so let's get into it. She asked me if spicy was okay. I said, yeah, I guess, so let's see what happens. So the spices come in this little bag, and I guess, I don't know how much to use. It's kind of thick. I wonder if it's a peanut-based sauce.
It smells like it.
Yeah, it does. I think I've had something similar to this from the Lawsons. I'm hoping this is better, because I didn't really like that much. Yeah, it's good. It does taste a little bit like the dirty peanut stuff, but yeah, it's all right. It's not epic good. but it's pretty good. I see why she has a line. I bet if you're into this, this is like pretty superb.
All right, we're in Taipei. This is the last day here. We're gonna navigate the mean streets, see if we can get somewhere. We want to go to the ocean. We'll see what happens.
And driving through the city on this bike is like super exhilarating. It's like you're stopped and you're waiting and you're counting down, and all of a sudden, boom, you go. And then everybody goes together and you have to dodge all this stuff, and these people, and there's cars parked, and there's things cutting across the way, and you don't have to worry about the lines at all. You just go. It's madness. And then you go really fast, and then you have to stop again, and maybe you can't understand where to stop because there's all these boxes everywhere, and there's like 30 stoplights, and you're not sure what the hell is going on, so you just kind of like hope you don't die. And it's a lot like playing a video game with like really, really, really bad consequences for fucking up. It's a lot of fun.
I try not to fuck up.
No problem.
Alright, so we've been riding down this bike path that we're pretty sure we're not supposed to be on. Oops! And we've gone probably like 2 kilometers on it. And we came to this. And now we can't get out.
We have now come into my burger, and Katie has ordered a
lemon chicken sub with salsa sauce.
Which looks pretty interesting.
It does. I made the right choice.
And I have ordered a Hawaiian burger because I always default to the Hawaiian burger. I really like the Hawaiian burger. But I have French fries. I don't have any ketchup, but I do have corn soup.
It's real corn soup. It's not like blended up or anything like that. Like you can actually eat the corn. Like I'm guessing this is something they make in the back.
Nice. Also at this burger joint, they give you plastic gloves, literally, so that you don't have to touch your food when you eat it. That's pretty nice.
On our last ride on Juice Box. It's a sad day. Beep, beep. I think that you can kind of see the lady behind us, and the clock on the light says we have about 27 seconds until the light turns green. She's just been going through like the trunk of her bike. She was going through her mail at one point. She's probably back on the bike now. I can't see her because I'm looking at you. But
yeah, she is.
So, I mean, like, you can just get off, do all the things you gotta do, fucking have a party, maybe like send some postcards or something like that. And then you go. Ah! We rented the bike from a shop that's on this road right here. We're about to go down there and return it. And we've managed to get to 959 kilometers. Just a little bit shy of 1,000, but if we were gonna hit it today, we'd just have to ride and ride and ride and not enjoy ourselves. So we didn't make it to the 1,000, but oh well.
When we picked up the bike, dude was like, at 1,000 kilometers, you need to make sure you change the oil. So you get to change the oil here in about a week. We rather unceremoniously dropped off Juice Box. The dude was just like, okay.
Yeah. I even told him it was a great bike and he was just like...
But the experience with the rental people was actually quite good. So, hey, it is what it is. And now we are walking to the MRT station. And now we have to get back to George's place, like, through the MRT station system, and I'm not really sure how. It's a simple station system though, so it shouldn't be too much trouble, but I'm not really sure what station he lives near, so that could be the troubling part, but I think it should be labeled on our map, like our GPS map, so I think we're all good.
Nothing says American more than a bunch of Americans eating some barbecue in Taipei. Right here we've ordered some barbecue from one of George's acquaintances here in Taiwan. He's been doing barbecue. How long do you think he's been doing it?
Oh, I don't know. I didn't ask. Like, probably at least like 5-10 years, something like that. Kevin.
Papa Kevin.
Papa Kevin?
Papa Kevin.
Did you call him Papa Kevin when you saw him? Or just Kevin?
I called him Kevin.
Does he know he has this nickname?
Yeah, that's his official nickname. His website is babakevin.com or something like that.
That is looking gorgeous.
So he makes the barbecue sauce.
Yeah.
He has a smoke, what is that, smoke pit?
A real pit.
A real pit, and it sounds like he just upgraded to a new one, or is about to. And he said that this was the last meal he's making on the old pit.
Ah.
So this
is vintage shit right here.
Yeah, this is vintage shit.
And we've also got some sausages, sausagey, as we talked about earlier, and cornbread. Oh my god, cornbread. I was talking to George and telling him it's probably been about 5 years since I actually had cornbread. Let's do this. Tell me how legit it is.
This is legit. It's kind of like dripping off the bone in that good way. That's amazing. It's like super juicy. And the sauce is just, I'm gonna put more sauce on. The sauce is amazing. Yeah. I don't know. Is he importing all the ingredients for the sauce and stuff? Or is he just scrounging these up in the forest? Like,
this is yet another question I have yet to put to Kevin.
I really want to know more.
Cornbread. Oh, wow. It's really moist. You may have noticed that I've changed my shirt. I'm a bit of an idiot. And the moral of this story is, you don't take off your bib until the barbecue's truly over. One of our favorite places in Southeast Asia to go and get ice cream was Swenson's, and I actually randomly saw Swenson's on the GPS as we were going to Taipei 101 last night. It may have said something about it as well on video, but now we're sitting in Swenson's and we're waiting for a colossal amount of ice cream to come. We've got a milkshake float, double chocolate. We've got a banana boat coming, and we also have something called Ice Fire, which is supposed to be some sort of ice cream that they're lighting on fire. Yeah!
Is it like one of those fire starter cubes?
Maybe.
Is that edible? What is it? What's happening?
I don't think that's edible. Don't eat that. That's chocolate on chocolate. Flames. Banana boat. This is too much.
Yes. Smells good.
Oh god. Flame on. We're not making heroin here. What are you doing over there?
It's about 7 a.m. and we are walking from George's apartment to the metro station, in which we will then take to a bus, and then we will take to an airport, then we will take to a plane, then we will take to Japan, and we will work our way home. And we always say that like everything just sort of works out, and it really always does. Like, and it's not just for us, or it's not like everything works out for the best kids. It's not like something like that. It's just this stuff always just works out for us. Like, wow, like it always seems like it'll be a problem or something, and then it's like, oh, whatever, everything went well. And in this case, I think it was, we planned to go all the way around the island on the motorbike, but because the road was closed in the south, it really kind of like made the timeline not feasible. So we ended up getting pushed back into Taipei a couple days early, which at the time kind of seemed like, oh, that's a bit of a bummer. We didn't get to go all the way around. But we ended up getting to meet and hang out with George, and it was really awesome. And we got to have all that amazing barbecue and hear his awesome stories and explanations of his job. And it really, really just worked out awesome. You agree?
Yes, I certainly agree. We had a wonderful time. Just chatting and making a new friend and having good times, period. It was really, really nice.
Katie, be tripping.
Be tripping.
She just tripped. Okay, and let's see, Taiwan is just a really awesome place. I think it's like a really cool cross-section of two places I really like, Japan and Southeast Asia. And by that I mean it's like very lively in a really good way. The people are lively and happy and lots of smiling and just good interactions every time you talk to somebody. And people seem to have a good sense of humor and they treat each other well, and it's great. And at the same time, it's chaotic. You have this crazy motorcycle traffic. You have dudes that'll rent you a motorbike without like a license. We didn't have a license or anything, but we can still find a dude that would rent us a bike, and the bike still worked really well. So it's like this amazing cross-section of these two parts of the world. And I mean, I realize that like geographically and historically, there's a reason why it's that cross-section. But it's a really cool place, like in practice, to come travel. How do you feel about Taiwan?
I think that the word that comes to mind for me is sweet. Everything just feels very nice and easy and the people are smiling at you, and there's just a sweet disposition about the country and the people, and it's really, really nice. I don't even know how to sum up a whole country in just a couple words. I would definitely come back here. I would definitely say that anyone who wants to come to, and this maybe I'm completely wrong, but I'd say this is an introductory country for Asia.
Yeah, I agree.
It's like easy to get around. It's easy to do what you want to do in a way, because the chaos that Eric's talking about allows you the ability to kind of just go, well, that's the way I wanted to do it, and that's the way I'm going to do it. And maybe you won't get in trouble. But overall, it's a sweet country. It's really easy to start your way into learning more about Asia.
And now we're gonna go home. And I'm hoping that there aren't a whole lot more videos being made on the trip, because if there are, that means something probably went wrong. We are at our train station, and goodbye Taiwan.
Bye Taiwan. Bye Juice Box.
Bye George.
Bye George.